guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dana. This channel is all about SMS beauty, which is skincare, makeup, sunscreen, ta-da! And today we're gonna do a little bit of all of it because it's an empties day. Applause. I have a giant box of empties that I just cannot seem to get to because I have other videos that I'm trying to film and I feel like are more relevant or like timely. But today I'm sitting down and I'm just gonna do it. And I'm gonna do them more often so that I get these up hopefully like once a month because I do have a lot that have just been kind of sitting. So let's go through these. A lot of these are really good products and some of my very favorites. Okay, let's get started. The first one is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. This is my second one of it. It's an absolute favorite. I did a whole video on it. I will link that above on drugstore cleansing balms. And this is probably one of the ones that I recommend the most. You can actually use this as a leave-on mask. If I'm gonna hop in the bath or something and I just want like a moisturizing leave-on mask, I will oftentimes use this one. It is easy, it's $10. You get 5 fluid ounces. I love that it has like a squeeze tube. Why couldn't I think of that? I'm actually feeling like there's maybe like one more use in it, so I might set it aside. But it's basically just a great, cheap option of a cleansing balm. I feel like it's great for sensitive skin, dry skin, oily skin, just kind of doesn't matter. It does have a little bit of like a texture to it, but I don't think that that's a big deal, at least not for me. But again, like if you check out that video, this is one of my very top favorites, so I will probably always repurchase this. And then we have another Inkey List one. This is also a second for me and I need to repurchase. This is the Oil and Water Double Cleanser. You can't see it, there's like a little bit left, but this comes as kind of like two-phase, so like oil and water as the name suggests, and you shake it and then you put it on like a cotton round or whatnot and it takes off your makeup. So it's kind of like a micellar water, but it's better because it will leave your skin a little bit more hydrated. The only issue with this is I think you can only buy it on the Inkey List website. So I tend to like not buy it immediately because I just, I like getting my stuff at like Sephora or somewhere else where I can get it in like no shipping and that same day. But this is an absolute favorite. Okay, I have 2 sunscreens that I am completely out of. This is actually a repurchase and I repurchased this, but kind of like there's a caveat to it. So far we're off to a good start. This is the Paula's Choice Clear Ultralight Daily Hydrating Fluid, SPF 30. This is supposed to be for like acne prone skin, but I just learned because I purchased what is it called? It's very similar name, like very ultralight hydrating fluid type thing. And that one is actually SPF 50. And so I posted on my Instagram about that and Paula's Choice DM'd me and said, they're actually the exact same formula. They just made this one SPF 30 because they know people with like more sensitive or acne prone skin are a little hesitant about getting a higher SPF. But those people who want like the real strong stuff, usually for anti-aging purposes, they don't care. And so they're actually the exact same formula. So I was really happy that when I repurchased the other version, it ended up just being the same thing. And I kind of like assumed because they were so similar, but it was great to get that confirmation from the brand. So if you pick up either, if one's not in stock, they're the same thing. But these are a really, really great option. Just goes on so incredibly easily, dries down. It's not matte, but it's not too glowy, which for me in the summertime is what I want. I need something sometimes that's like a little less glowy, and this is that option. And then on the other hand, very opposite end of the spectrum, we have the Tula Protect and Glow. I've mentioned this a few times recently, and I will link a video above. I think I did it in the glowy sunscreen one. This is SPF 30. Tula has done a really good job in the 2 sunscreens that they have. One is a mineral, the other one the Mineral Magic, and then this is a chemical. And there's something about it that I really can't get enough of. As the name suggests, it does give you a glow. It's not got any shimmer particles to it, but it does just leave your face with this just healthy, radiant glow. So easy, no white cast. I've heard very conflicting kind of accounts on the smell. To me, it smells like bananas, which I don't love. That's not my favorite scent, but I also like don't mind it. Other people are like, it's absolutely appalling. Like, I cannot stand the smell. If that was gone, I would love it. So, you know, it's one of those weird smell things, but other than that, I think most people have like really enjoyed this sunscreen, so this is a good option. And neither of them are relatively cheap, but I don't know if I'll be repurchasing this just because I have so many, but if I just was a normal person, I would definitely repurchase both of them. Okay, let's move into kind of skincare now. So in no particular order. The first one I have is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is a serum that's worth way too much money. It was very pricey. People rave about it. Honestly, my serum that I make, the Triple Crown from Plus Minus Skincare, is the same, if not better, for a much lower price. I just didn't see anything from it. I didn't want to put it on. It wasn't that it was like a bad experience. This is why I didn't like serums. I've spoken about it before, where like I've bought serums over the years and then I'm just like, this doesn't do anything. Like, just give me a moisturizer. This is kind of the same thing. And this is probably going to be an unpopular opinion because I know people just absolutely love this stuff. I just don't think it's worth the money. This is another pricey thing, I know. I don't want to know how much money I have like around in products wise. This is the FitGlow Beauty Cloud Comfort Cream. So I bought this because their other one, I forget, it's like the Cloud Comfort Balm, maybe? It's a thicker one. That was out of stock and I was like, I'll try this. It's very, very, very nice. It's a lighter weight daytime moisturizer. It's just expensive. And the reason I like it though, like out of those reasons, is that it smells so nice. Like whatever they have in it, I think is the Cloudberry. It smells divine. But this is not worth the money. Just get the Beauty Pie one. I think I will list that video before this one comes out. The Beauty Pie moisturizer is a spectacular daytime moisturizer. I think it's like $15. This one, I don't even want to know the price. I don't remember, and that's fine because I'm not going to be repurchasing it. It's great. It has a great ingredient list. It's just, you can do the same thing with moisturizers for way, way, way less money. So, not repurchasing. Another one. This is the Bondi Sands Golden Hour. Look at this packaging. Oh my. This is actually how it came. It's vitamin C. It's a vitamin C serum. And vitamin C, if you have ever heard, kind of oxidizes. Oh wow. This is fun to play with. It oxidizes as it ages. And it can go bad pretty quickly, and that's one of the like issues with vitamin C serums. This stuff was surprisingly really nice. It was a very lightweight fluid. It's not fancy packaging, you know, it's not like you're paying for that. You just squirt it out. It's not so thin. I think that's the thing with serums. I don't love super thin serums that just kind of like don't feel like they're doing anything. So this is like a nice in-between texture wise. I've spoken about this many, many times, and I already did, I think. Vitamin C serum is just not something my skin reacts. It doesn't react poorly to it, but I don't get a lot of results out of it. So I probably won't repurchase just because I could only get it on the Bondi Sands website, and that was kind of like more trouble than it was worth. They had a horrible, horrible time with shipping for me. But if you're looking for a cheap option that is a nice option, like I didn't find it to be irritating. I think if your skin reacts really well to vitamin C, this would be a good option, a very cheap, good option. You do have to use it pretty quickly just because it's not at all like, airtight. And that's why you see all this oxidation. But otherwise, if you can get through it pretty quickly, I would recommend it. Another one, this is a little bit older. I've had it sitting around. This is the Avocado Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Sleeping Mask. So I don't think they make this anymore, so I probably shouldn't be talking about it. But I think they make the eye one now. I liked this more than the eye one. I used it more as just an overnight mask. I think it has the encapsulated retinol, so it's supposed to be kind of like time release, slow release. I don't find that it did anything retinol wise, but it was a really nice kind of thicker consistency overnight mask that left my skin nice and dewy the next day. I don't think this one has a scent, which is interesting because a lot of the Glow Recipe ones do. But again, I don't think they make this anymore. I'll definitely let you know in the description below if they do. It was expensive, and if they did still make it, would I repurchase it? Probably not, just because I kind of can get the same with cheaper options for an overnight mask. Okay, the last thing we have is the Kevyn Aucoin The Volume Mascara. So I have mentioned this in previous videos. I have a few of my tubing mascara videos. I'm trying to open it. This was one of those mascaras that kind of I changed my opinion on. When I first got it, I did not like it, and I don't know why. I just closed it because I didn't love the wand portion of it. It's very thin. It's a normal bristle, not plastic, but it was like, it felt like I didn't get volume, which is what it's called. I got more definition, but over time I learned to love it a little bit more. I still don't think I'll repurchase it because it's wildly expensive. I mean, Kevyn Aucoin is a luxury brand, but it is a good option. I just think that this one is kind of a dupe for, not dupe because they're both incredibly expensive, but Trish McEvoy. Trish McEvoy has two different kinds, and one of their wands is exactly like this. So if you're in the market for a luxury tubing mascara, I usually recommend Thrive. It's still like $24. But I know that one can be quite heavy for some people. So if you're looking for something a little bit lighter weight, Clinique makes really good ones that aren't as heavy, but are still like luxury. So this is the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Cream. So I have the sunscreen of this, and I think I got this in a set in around Christmas time, and it's a beautiful, beautiful like water cream moisturizer. The only thing that I didn't love about it over time was it's so heavy in dimethicone. So like you feel the dimethicone on your fingers. So it gives you a really nice slippy kind of base if that's what you're looking for. But I don't think it's necessarily like my favorite light moisturizer of all time. It is nice, it's just very expensive. I mean, this is like another prestige brand. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. But again, if I had to choose like out of the many water cream ones that I've tried, like I'm thinking of especially like the Korean Purito brands, I would purchase this over those. But this is incredibly expensive and I went through it really quickly, so I probably would not. So I think that's it. And as I said, like most of these are gonna be, it's kind of split actually. Normally I feel like a lot of them are not repurchases, but I am happy to say that like I had a good few options here that I've either already repurchased or I know I will. And then hopefully I spared you some money from buying something like this. So again, I have this box of my empties right here. I am going to be going through it every month now so we can churn them out a little quicker. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.